Miller is off this weekend. He's playing Dungeons and Dragons or some shit in Austin, something wizard or goblin related. I really don't know, to be honest. So, in the words of Bob McNair, the inmates are running the asylum here. I'm Chris Billings, your host. Tony Parlay Reyes is joining me. We are the Hate Watchmen. This is the Spread Show. Welcome, football fans. We're here for another football week, week 8. How you doing, Mr. Reyes?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here. Sorry to miss Magical Miller and his mystical ways not being here, but we'll make the best of it.
Yeah. Definitely not missing Miller. I'm pretty sure on our QB analysis show, we had quarterback spelled wrong on one of the graphics. So it's on you, Miller. It's not our fault. It's our producer's fault for leaving us to go play Magic or Dungeons and Dragons or something. Don't know. Don't care. Have fun, though. We're going to talk about football because we're a couple of football goons over here. So, last week, week 7, Mr. Reyes, I came out. I bounced back from the terrible week I had before in week 6. God awful. Did 8-5. Miller was hot on my trail, was 7-6, and then unfortunately you had a losing record last week with 6-7. But silver lining, you are still leading the season with 50, 55, and 2, 46%. Not bad. Like we talked about, I think most like gamblers want to get to like above 52, 53%. So we'll bounce back. It's a longer season. We got time. Myself, right there on you, 49, 46, and 2. So only one game back. Can very well change this week. And then Miller, he's still close, 47, 58, and 2. He's not gotten any as picks in except for this Packers game this week. So who knows? That could be a lot worse by the next show. I hope he gets those picks in. Stop rolling dice, dude, and put your put your football picks in. Oh, sorry, everyone. I'm drinking a little bit.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We all have our faults. I had one of those faults last week. It's all right. We're on the struggle bus. We're moving. We're moving. Hoping this week's a little bit better week. You know, we got some room for improvement. We do have that extra week 17, like you said.
So we're well within week 8 right now. Got the Packers Cardinals game on right now. At the time we made these picks, the Cardinals were a 6.5 point favorite. We all picked the Packers. So looks like we all think the Packers are going to cover, but are the Packers going to win? Tony, what are your thoughts on this game currently in progress that you're not able to watch, unfortunately, because you don't have a TV in your little studio set up there?
It's rough. It's rough. I'll have to make do.
It's 10-7 at halftime, by the way.
All right, there we go.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. I got an update. I'm guessing we all picked the Packers and the point spread because 6.5 points, just too many points to give Aaron Rodgers, even on the road. Really been against the Cardinals all season. Not really a believer. Then they made me a believer, but I still don't want to believe. Come on now. I'm the only one that's picking the Packers to win this game. I just selling that stock on the Cardinals. I saw the J.J. Watt injury, and I was just like, nope, it's over. It's over. They don't have it no more. Packers coming into town. We're going to win that game. One of the, what is that, the best records to play this late in the season in a long time, 6-1 versus 7-0. But yeah,
I think it was just for Thursday night games, to be honest.
Okay. There you go.
Thursday night games are usually god awful. So yeah, let's pump the brakes on that. Pretty sure it's just Thursday night football games.
We're just that grateful to not watch Titans and Jags.
That's true. So me and Miller did get his pick in for this game. Hope he gets the other picks in. We'll update you next week. We picked the Cardinals to win this game. So like I think a lot of people are high on the Packers winning this game, but no, like I watch football. I see football with my eyes. Cardinals are a good team, and yeah, I think they're better than the Packers. Like I said, Packers are currently winning right now, but go Cards, go Birds.
We'll see how that holds up.
Moving on to our next game for Week 8, we got the Washington football team, the Wolves, versus the Denver Broncos. Broncos surprisingly favored here by 3 points. Who do you got in this game, Tony?
I got the Broncos after last week's fun experience of betting on the Washington football team. The defense didn't let me down, but the offense did. So they're definitely a WTF
Pretty sure the
team.
refs will let you down in that game, but
just don't follow my bets, anyone. Just fade my bets. Just letting you know, the refs were fading my bets. That was a painful experience.
we talked about this like on Sunday. I'm pretty sure I watched the Washington football team 5 times in the red zone. Did not convert any of those times. So yeah, I too also have the Broncos with that 3-point spread, them being favored. And so yeah, I think they win by more than field. Actually, I think it's either going to be a push or they win by more than a field goal. Could very much see a push in this game of all the games this week. So if it happens to be a push, I would not be surprised myself. So
I know it hurts you to pick that meatball of a head coach, Vic Fangio. And
you had to bring up Coach Meatball.
But yes, we are in agreement on the Broncos -3.
Yeah. It looks like he'll survive another week. I think the Broncos probably do win this game, bounce back a little bit against not a very good Washington football team, which may have a different owner, much like the Broncos next year. Don't know.
Woo!
Stay tuned. Next game, we have Panthers at Falcons. Falcons favored by 3. Tony, who do you got in this game?
I am a Falcons believer now. Chris Billings Falcons there, picking them every week. I'm just convinced Matt Ryan's got it figured out. Broke down a little bit more of his game in the QB analysis episode we did. You can check that one out. But I am now a Matt Ryan Falcons believer. So yes, I'm picking the Falcons at home -3.
That means the Panthers are probably winning this game now. So. Might be a bad pick for both of us, but yes, I have Falcons as well. So I'm gonna keep riding that Falcons train with Arthur Smith, not their owner. Arthur Blank is their coach. Next game, one of our larger spreads of the week, we have the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills Mafia. Bills are favored by 14 points. Who do you have in this game? This is actually the first game that we differ on so far. Who do you have?
I'm picking the Dolphins. Forget the Deshaun Watson noise. Let's go to I'm going down with this ship. I picked the Dolphins like every week. They're 1-5, so you know how that went. 14 points just feels like too many. Feel like this could definitely be some backdoor action here.
No, that Dolphins team is bad. Sorry to the Dolphins fans that listen to us. We've talked about it in previous just shows, episodes, and whatnot. Of just it's a shaky situation where Tua doesn't quite know what his position is with that team, and so of course that uncertainty. He's only human. It's going to eat away at anyone. I'm sure his coach doesn't like being the middleman in this whole situation. I'm sure he just wants to move off some of this Deshaun Watson talk, but it seems like the owner might be leaking information to the press or something like in that regard, and just keeps feeding, fuel to the fire. So Dolphins are bad this year. I went with the Bills. I think they win by more than 14. They're going to bounce back from a loss. And they're gonna show a division opponent who's daddy.
Ouch.
That's what this is. It's a who's your daddy game.
Dang, Dolphins. That sucks. You guys are like orphans at this point.
You get rid of Tom Brady, and then Josh Allen decides he's suddenly good at football. Sorry. All right. Next game, we have the Niners at the Chicago Bears. Niners are actually favored in this game by 4 points. How do you think our boy genius Kyle Shanahan does when he visits the Midway?
He's an idiot. What the heck, man? I'm going with the Bears. I don't understand why the Niners are favored on the road. I don't know if Trey Lance is playing. I don't think it matters. I did try and bury the Bears, say they're fucking dead in an earlier episode of our winners and losers, but forget that analysis. I'm picking the Bears because the Niners just aren't good. The Bears aren't good, but I did see that Matt Nagy might be out of this game due to COVID. So that is a plus for the Bears. They don't have Matt Nagy. That could be an improvement.
Could be an advantage. I think the Bears, yes, they win this game. Niners, not very good. And I think they're going to struggle in Chicago. So, yes, I have Bears covering, winning, etc. On to our next game, we have the Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. Browns favored by 3.5. What do you have for this game, Tony?
Steelers coming off the bye. Mike Tomlin's pissed. He got asked about the USC job. He's like, fuck that. I've got one of the best jobs in the league. What else is he supposed to say? Case Keenum effect. I just think the Steelers are just coming off the bye. They're going to be prepped. They're going to be ready. TJ Watt time. I'm just too many things going wrong for the Browns. They pulled off that shenanigan win against the Broncos that they probably shouldn't have won. So I'm picking the Steelers.
I once again, I picked the Browns. They probably should have won that game because I know how bad my team is. But no, I think the Steelers just more rounded all around, better coached. Tomlin, yes, very much fired up. Never say never, but never. That man's not going to USC, which one I would like me and you have talked about it offline. A little bit ridiculous that he was even asked that question. Nobody's asking Andy Reid or Bill Belichick that question, so a little weird that they. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily weird that they asked him that because Carson Palmer definitely threw him under the bus by throwing his name out there, but. I mean, come on. Like, you're not going to go from the Pittsburgh Steelers to USC. Sorry. That doesn't seem very reasonable. Moving on. We have Philadelphia Eagles at the Detroit Lions. Eagles favored on the road, 3.5. Who do you have for this game, Tony?
Lions, man. The Lions are winning this game. Man Campbell kicking onside kicks against the Rams. They were winning that game for like most of that game. They were in it. They were all pumped up and hyped. The Eagles team is complete shit. They're winning this fucking game. Let's go, Lions. They're doing it.
I also have the Lions winning this game as well. Like, come on, man. Like, they got to win a game. They're actually trying. They're trying so damn hard, which can't even really say about my own team. Like, at least the Lions try. Damn it. So, yes, I want to see a Lions win this year. I'm sure it'll fuck them in the draft if they do that, but like, win a game. We all want to see it. The new America's team, the Detroit Lions. So our actual largest spread of the week here, we have Los Angeles Rams at the Houston Texans. Rams favored on the road, 14.5. Who do you have in this game, Tones?
Picking the Texans. Primary reason why. I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. Tyrod Taylor might play in this game. That's the main reason I'm picking the Texans. He comes back. He was actually pretty good.
Comes back just to get killed by Aaron Donald.
Hey, he was beating the Browns before he got injured. He beat the Jags.
At least with Davis Mills, his neck can like withstand those hits. Like, I don't think Tyrod Taylor can do it.
That's the only reason I'm picking the Texans to cover this spread is because Tyrod Taylor might come back. Let's keep an eye on that injury report and that practice report. He comes back, they're covering that spread.
No. I have the Rams. Yeah, this is the hard disagreement here. I've learned not to pick against the Rams in these large point spreads. Like, they generally tend to cover them and the Bucks, especially. So, sticking with the Rams. on this one. I think they cover by more than 15 points in this one. So, to speaking of the AFC South, we have divisional opponents, the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Colts favored by 1.5. I was a little bit surprised by that. Tony, thoughts on this game?
Colts, baby. Colts winning this game. Must win game if they want any chance at the division. They already lost to the Titans earlier this year. They can't fall behind and let the Titans go to 6-2, get that tiebreaker over them. Colts are going to go all out, try everything they can to win. It's going to be a close one, but I got Colts in this one.
I think the Titans keep their momentum. They win this game. I think they're going to run the ball, which is something that Seattle was clearly not able to do against the Colts. And so, I think it's a much different situation with Tannehill and Derrick Henry as opposed to that shitty game that they played previously. And I said Seattle. That was a while ago. Yeah. Once again, been drinking. So, I have the Titans win this game.
I'm going to be wrong about a Ryan Tannehill game. This has never happened.
Wouldn't be a shocker. Right. Got our next game. We got the Bengals, the Kitty Cats at the Jets. Jets, very bad team. They are the underdog at home by 10.5 points. Who do you got in this game? We agree on this game.
Bengals. It's got to be the Bengals. You can't be giving. I don't care how many points you give Joe Flacco. He's not going to cover. Bengals are clicking. Yeah. Jamar Chase. They're going to win. They're going to win big.
Joe Flacco in the game. Sorry. Once again, as a Broncos fan, I know you all hate hearing it. It's a common phrase in these shows, but I watched Joe Flacco. That guy sucks. Not elite, contrary to what some may say. Very lucky riding on the defense. So yes, I'm in agreement there. Bengals win by over 11 points in this game. Bill Belichick's Patriots at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers favored by 4. We're in disagreement on this game. I have the Patriots. I think Bill Belichick, he's going to do his voodoo magic on Mr. Herbert. And I think the Patriots are actually going to squeak by an upset here and going to possibly be a playoff contender. Tony, tell me why I'm wrong.
It's a close one. You've dug up the corpse of Bill Belichick after you buried him a couple weeks ago, and now you're a believer in the Patriots. The Chargers do have problems stopping the run as the Ravens ran all over them and kicked their ass, but it is an East Coast team traveling west. Remember that. It is Mac Jones as a rookie. We don't have our friend Miller here to give us geography lessons, but I am picking the Chargers because I just think that Herbert, that whole team bounces back after the bye, and that Patriots team, their defense might be a little overrated. They did get to play the Jets twice. I don't know if they're going to be as good as they were against Zach Wilson and Mike White. I think the Chargers definitely pull this one out. I think it's a close one, though.
Thanks, Miller. No weather reports, no geography lessons. Hope you're enjoying your comic book convention or whatever it is you're doing right now. All right, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks favored by a field goal and a half. Who do you have in this game?
I'm going to die picking the Seahawks because that's pretty much what happened to me when I picked the Seahawks on Monday night against the Saints, and I watched Geno Smith slowly kill me in every hope I had of winning that parlay bet that I had. Dear God, it's painful to watch, but they always cover. They do cover. I will give them that, but I am picking the Seahawks.
Touche.
They do cover. Another East Coast team traveling west, and they got to win one of these games without Russ. Come on. They can't be that bad, but no. He says no.
Geno's going to kill Pete Carroll. It's confirmed. You heard it here first. Going to kill that man. He's going to chomp so hard on his gum that his heart's going to give out in a game. So Geno Smith, man, murdering coaches. You suck. I actually have the Jaguars coming in with the upset in this game.
That sounds about right. DK Metcalf's biggest fan over here, picking the Jags.
Well, hey, DK Metcalf, I know you're big and tall and athletic and whatnot. You still need someone to throw you the ball. And clearly, Geno Smith cannot do that based off of what we saw last week.
Touche.
Yikes.
Yeah. Big yikes.
Big time yikes. We have the Tampa, as Miller likes to say, Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady at New Orleans Saints at the Superdome. Buccaneers favored by 4.5. Who do you got in this game? Got some disagreement in this game as well.
We do got some disagreement. Too many road favorites and too many public home favorites. Too many public teams getting too much love. And Saints at home, 4.5 points. Halloween, Superdome. That stadium will be rocking, and I just think that it's going to be a little bit closer than usual. I know Gronk is coming back. No Antonio Brown though, and that Saints team played the Bucks pretty tight last year. I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. I am actually picking this as one of my upsets of the week, and I think the Saints end up winning this game against Tom Brady and
Talk
the
about
Bucs.
that's a scary pick. That's not happening. I can tell you that much.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween. It's scary pick season.
The Frankenstein known as Jameis Winston, he's gonna have
a revenge game.
A horror movie performance, and Buccaneers are gonna come out and kick their ass. I picked the Bucs to cover by more than 4.5 points. They're gonna cover by probably more than a touchdown, I would believe. Don't be surprised if Tom Brady comes into that house and scores 40.
Ouch.
Damn. Once again, another heard it here first moment. Might be the White Claw talking, but no.
Credit Chris Billings.
Bucks win big. That brings us to our final games of the week. So first up, we got Sunday Night Football. Been waiting all night. Cowboys at Vikings. This one changed very dramatically this week. Started out the week, Cowboys favored 2.5. Now Vikings favored by 2.5. Does Vegas know something we don't? Tony, give us some inside scoop.
Seems like Dak Prescott might not play in this game. That's why the spread has swung so much. It doesn't really seem like the Cowboys should risk his health if there is any concern for injury. So I can see why the points have swung so much. Man, that's another dome game. Halloween. The Vikings also had a bye. It's just not a good matchup for the Cowboys. And if there is no Dak Prescott, I mean, the Cowboys aren't going to win that game. As much as we like watching Kirk Cousins play, can definitely see some bettors losing money early on these games, trying to chase and get some money later, and betting on the Cowboys and being disappointed and losing. Seems like a trap game for sure. So unfortunately, he's changing his pick right now. We are now in agreement. I believe the Vikings are winning this game and they're covering. It's probably going to be about a field goal game. Yes.
I did change my pick. Yeah. Dak's probably not playing. Vikings team is good enough that they can take care of business. Dak does play. It's going to be a much closer game, which I think the Cowboys would win, but Vegas seems to be onto something here. Don't think Dak plays, which would be the smart move. We talked about this offline ourselves. Yeah, rest him for one game. Better to be without him one game than to be without him the rest of the season. If he's out the rest of the season, then you're fucked. Yeah, you're done. Yep. So
watch that last year. No, thank you.
Yeah, don't do that. That's smart on their part. So yeah, if there's any indication, just rest them, and yeah, just come out fighting, and you could potentially still beat the Vikings. Crazier things have happened in Minnesota. So that brings us to our Monday Night Football game. Probably not going to watch this one. New York Giants at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 10. Tony, have you learned your lesson about betting the Chiefs as a favorite?
Hey, along with the Dolphins, I'm just going down with the ship on the Chiefs. They may not have covered a spread in a year. I'm still picking the Chiefs in this one. It's a get right game for them. They're at home. That whole crowd will be going crazy, and the Giants suck. They're bad. She's got to cover this spread. Come on.
Chiefs just abysmal against the spread. I'm picking the Giants. Yes, the Giants are god awful, but no, like something about that Chiefs team, man. Not digging it. Talked about in other shows, winners and losers, that yeah, like I don't think the Chiefs are as scary as some in the media might be making them out to be this week. I think they're a very mortal team, and this game's gonna prove that.
Ouch.
So
Close.
that was our spread show. The 2 bye weeks this week, or we got the Raiders and the Ravens. Just only 2 teams after we had our bye-pocalypse last week. So, Tony, it's been great talking football about you. I'm excited for week 8. We're nearly halfway through the season. Check us out also. We'll probably have a midway recap here on the Hate Watchmen. So check that out. But yeah, check us out here weekly here on the Hate Watchmen. I'm Chris Billings. That's Tony Parlay Reyes. Thanks for coming out again. And yeah, see if you can do better than us in the spreads.